What's good, brothers and sisters? God bless y'all. You gotta overcome the fear of death. You know, when I was a child, I had great faith in God. I can remember being 3 years old, maybe four. I was living in a haunted house with my folks. And I flipped off the devil, man. I flipped off the floor, really. But I was imagining flipping off the devil, and I was cussing the devil out. And I was calling him out. I called him a little B word and said that when I get big, I'm gonna beat him up. Right? Because everybody was scared of the devil. And I actually got pushed off of my toilet, believe it or not, because I was in the bathroom. And I got witnesses. My mom and my stepdad, they were sitting in the living room so they could see straight down the hallway into the bathroom where I was sitting. And I got pushed off the toilet into the cabinets in front of me by the sink. And they said that my back arched, and it just looked like somebody just slung me off the toilet. They said my chest hit first, then my face hit, and my knees hit and everything. And so, I've never always believed in demons and ghosts because I grew up around them. I grew up in bad situations, and I seen the worst part of the world from a child, you know? I can remember the night terrors. I remember waking up screaming one time, and my stepdad, he took me outside. I woke up, and the branch, the light was hitting the branch and it was moving on the window, and that was scaring me, and I didn't want to go back to sleep. And he took me outside and he showed me the branch. He said, "You see that? It's just a tree branch." He said it was just a dream. It's nothing to be scared of. And that comforted me, right? But over the years, I've realized that dreams ain't what they've told us that dreams is. The more we seek the truth and the more that we dig into the world that we live in, the more we realize that there's not very much truth out there, brothers and sisters. But one thing I can tell you for sure is you gotta overcome the fear of death. I don't consent to death. I've been murdered twice. I have been murdered twice, and I know for a fact. I was drowned once by my aunt when I was about somewhere between like 7 and 9 years old. You know? My aunt, she drowned me. And I don't remember waking up. I mean, I remember waking up. I woke up in the car on the way to get pancakes. And it didn't make any sense. I don't remember nobody giving me no CPR. I don't remember nobody pushing on my chest. I don't remember coughing up no water. I remember sinking. That's what I remember. And then I woke up and we was on our way to get some pancakes. And then I was poisoned when I was about 18 years old. Some doctors poisoned me. And I resurrected myself. Believe it or not, I know for a fact what happened. I can remember every little detail. I woke up dead. And what I mean by that is that I woke up outside of my body. My physical body was dead. And I was looking down at my body. And I was super freaked out. And I picked my body up. And I made a video about this a while back. I'm not going to go into great detail about it. But the point is that I know that I'm an immortal soul. I know that I'm not this body, right? In this world, it can get to you. If you fear the coronavirus, if you fear gangbangers, if you fear guns, if you fear the police, if you fear the government, if you fear other people, you know what I mean? If you fear your enemies, you won't live. You'll be hiding. You'll be looking over your shoulder. You'll never feel peace. You'll never feel happiness. You see, this world is very weird, and I can't tell you the truth about it. I don't know every little detail about this world. But one thing I do know is overcoming fear is a very big step to take. You can't fear anything happening to your body. I can give you some pointers, some things that I know for a fact work. Eating a healthy diet, a natural diet, eating lots of natural heirloom vegetables and fruits, exercising every day rigorously. I mean, you gotta exercise, you gotta train like an Olympic athlete. You have to master your mind, your body, your soul, and the holy breath of life. That means stretching and yoga. That means exercising your body, eating right. Because when you work out your body, you also are mastering your mind at the same time. Because sometimes when you're doing those push-ups, you feel like you just can't do anymore. But you push yourself. You push yourself through the pain. You feel like giving up, but you don't stop. You decide to do 10 more push-ups, and you push them 10 more out. You know? You see, we have spiritual senses. We have over 360 senses, but you've been taught that we only have 5 senses. We actually have more than 5 physical senses, and we also have spiritual senses. We're telepathic. That's right. We also speak to each other through body language, vibration. We can feel each other's energy, whether you are awake to this fact or not. Whether you see this or I can't think of the word, how to word it properly, but you get what I mean. Whether you realize it or not, you're constantly reading people's vibrations, feeling their energy. You're reading people's body language. You are listening to people's tones. You're paying attention to people's facial expressions, the movement of their body, their hands. Some people talk with their hands. You're reading people's lips. You know? When we play Go Fish, they say Go Fish is just a memory game. You know? You remember that you asked them for a card and they said no. But really it's more than that, because you might have just asked them for a 2 and then they just picked up a 2 after they drew. When you know what I mean? Like they constantly keep picking up cards. And you don't always play Go Fish with just 2 people. Sometimes you play with like 4 or 5 people or more. And how do you know who to pick? How do you know who to ask for a card? Any of y'all got a friend that always wins in Go Fish? That friend is probably more in tune with their spiritual senses. They're actually literally reading people's minds. They're talking telepathically. You know what I mean? For real. This is little things, little gems and pearls. You can practice your spiritual senses just by playing Go Fish. When you go to sleep at night, try to remember your dreams. I had someone over 40 years old today tell me that they never heard of lucid dreaming. When you're in a dream and you lucid dream, most of the time when you start lucid dreaming, it'll be because you're having a nightmare. It could be people that you've met before in this dream and they're attacking you and they're jumping you and they're torturing you. They're practicing the dark art of psychology. They're freaking you out. You know what I mean? They're scaring you. And they might be harming you, or they might not be. They might just be surrounding you and acting real weird and shady. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you wake up within the dream, but you don't really wake up. You know what I mean? You're still in the dream, but you wake up to the power that you have. And you take that power back and you use it. You start demolishing everybody around you. You might start flying. You might just teleport to another dimension. And you think that you just switched dreams. Really, you just switched dimensions. Now imagine if you could do that in real life. Imagine if you could lucid live. What if you could? Nobody's going to tell you this, but you can. If you start looking into it, you'll find out that there's long been history of people that could teleport, like the movie The Jumper. There's long been history of dreamwalkers, astral travelers, astral projectors. All this stuff is not new. There's nothing new under the sun, brothers and sisters. But as far as this world goes, look, Don't ever lose the fight. They say you could take the dog out the fight, but you can't take the fight out the dog. This world seems to be trying to take the fight out the dog. Don't let it happen. You gotta stay passionate about something, whether it be protecting the innocent, fighting evil, you know what I mean, your family, bettering yourself. You gotta find something, you gotta hold on to it. You gotta find your purpose, you know? But I love y'all. One love, peace, and fortitude.